action, guys. In the color purple playing as the English, it's Demu. He's back. And in the color pink playing as the Japanese, it's LoueMT. We are in Mongolian Heights, a map that has this long river where you can't ignore the you can't ignore the fish. You can't ignore the fish. Guys, let me know if you prefer to see these colors or just... Oh man, this is just so hard to see. I'm gonna keep it like this, okay? I'm gonna keep it Demo as in the color blue and Louis in the color red for now. Both players opening up with the dock. However, Japanese has a little advantage. First, their fishing boats are cheaper, meaning they don't need to invest much, meaning they can age up faster, potentially. And, you know, they just have a better economy in the water. 45 wood against the English fishing boat, which is 67. So that's something to consider. The other thing of going for water is that Japanese can use shinobis. And your water economy is pretty much, you know, unusable. As long as you see that shinobi there, you need to react. And the timing is just not, you know, it's... Usually, you don't have the units to defend the first shinobi because of the fast age up, and you also need to build military yourself, and you already invest in the dock. So shinobi is definitely gonna be annoying at the beginning. I don't know if later, but definitely at the beginning it's gonna be annoying. They got quite some buff. So they are a little bit stronger, I think, in the Castle Age and the Imperial Age is a little bit of extra health, I believe. I don't quite remember, but they are getting some love. And they're really good, actually. But are they better than 12 free farms? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. But in this map, you cannot ignore the water. There's plenty of fish here. That's a lot of food. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's around like 5,000 food here. Just here in this area. So, you know, you can't ignore the water. At the same time, feels bad to go with the water with the English, just because your farms are, you know, better. And technically, if you invest wood on the water, you might as well invest wood in the farms, you know. But you really need to go for it, because it's kind of like a second town center where you can just pump villagers. This is technically a villager. So you have to do it. You have to do it. And indeed, we're gonna see some shinobis here. Koka Township coming up for Louis with 5 villagers. It's gonna be rushing it. Hitting that shinobi right there to stop the production of those fishing boats. And potentially a military ship that can come out of here. Meanwhile, Demo already trying to... a little bit of a miss macro here, has plenty of food, but he's gonna balance his economy with more villagers on gold. And he's gonna go for the Aviok Kings. Love this choice, to be honest. Free unit. I mean, Consing Hall, very, very good against shinobis. Very nice. However, you need to spend quite a bit of wood and food. And to be honest, the Free King just feels so nice to deal with them. And if they do some damage, you can just go back. So I feel like Demu has the right answer to defend the shinobis now. Now that I think about it. It's not so much of a threat now. Especially when you're rushing it with 8 villagers. Like, maybe you're gonna get hit by a shinobi once, not twice. Not twice. Especially you're talking about Demu here, right? Like, very, very good player. Most likely, he's gonna be able to snipe him out. First shinobi already out in 5 seconds. I love that Koka Township. I'm not doing another 3D model. Not anymore. Like I said, the Mansa Quarry is my last 3D work. After that, I completely retire from that kind of work. A junk is already here. It's funny how this is called junk. Like for me, it's like, you know, trash. Junk is already there, and Shinobi gonna be sabotaging the dock, and looks like Demo won't be able just to build any military ship, unfortunately. And water economy for him not looking great at the moment. Not looking great for sure. He's building one military ship, but it's not from here. It's from another dock he had. Meanwhile, another military ship coming for Louis. This one is gonna be a war junk. It's basically a Springle ship. And looks like Demo is gonna be able to take down this villager. Very nice pick. Very nice villager pick. Nice and free. Nice and free. I'm sure he's very happy about that situation. Unfortunately, I cannot put the Louis point of view, because if I do that, change the colors. So I'm just gonna keep it like that. Let's just try to imagine what he sees. Scout is here, so I'm sure. Not really sure if he knows about this dock yet. But there are already a couple of ships here. Demo building more ships. Dock gonna go down, unfortunately for him. Losing the fish. He's losing the water economy. But take a look at the macro. Demo is actually thinking on going Castle Age. It's like, no. You know what? Like, you can have the water. I'm gonna have a second town center. Most likely he's gonna go for the King's Palace. I don't think he's gonna put a white tower here in the middle, right? Although that could work, to be honest, but it's kind of like a risky play because you get behind on the economy. He's gonna get there soon. He's gonna get there soon for sure. Meanwhile, Louis, not thinking of aging up, already have a couple of horsemen. Most likely just to deal with this knight. It's amazing how much value this knight can have. And it doesn't matter if you fight here, you need to kill it if you really want to get value out of this, because he will just run away, heal himself, and then go harass again. And looks like Louis doesn't have the right unit to deal with this. Horseman, not really the best unit to deal with the knight. But meanwhile, Demo already there. And it's gonna be the King's Palace next to the gold. He's rushing it with 15 villagers. Looks like, you know what? I'm gonna lose the water, but at least I'm gonna be ahead on the A shop, and I'm gonna have an extra sound center. So, not bad at all, to be honest. Not bad at all. Looks like Louis, it's very heavy committed to taking the water, and looks like he will have it. Looks like he will have it. Demo ship coming up for Demo, and looks like it will connect with those ships. Gets a very nice shot here, but Louis does it as well. Gets a decent hit into Demo's ship, so with this, looks like Demo's just gonna lose the water now. But, you know, it's already in Castle Age, getting that King's Palace, and still have some ship on the back of his base. Meanwhile, Louis is gonna be rushing to that Castle Age. You don't want to fight the English in the Castle Age, for sure. Especially against Japan. The English will just do so good. Japan, not really the best civilization in the Feudal Age. Demo ship gonna completely ignore the military ship here. It's just gonna be trying to take down the dock. It's gonna be waiting here just in case. Just in case a military ship goes out. Sorry, the Demo ship is already waiting for you. Meanwhile, Demo lost the king. Not so without. Actually, just kill one villager. Louis basically killed more because he killed the economic, you know, the economic ships, the fishing ships. And Demo is going for a farm. You know what? You can always go for farms when you are the English. You're always the main character. You do have the plot armor here. Double Broadaxe coming up for him. As well as Tawara coming up for Louis, getting the first wheelbarrow upgrade. It's gonna be macroing for going that Castle Age. Now Demo doesn't have the army to actually punish Louis for going into the water now. I believe Louis is in a better situation now because he's gonna hit Castle soon. And he'll have the water for himself. At least for now. Demo just needs to go for that farm transition because he's already out of food. Louis probably camping this deer pack, and to be honest, as the English, you don't really need to go for the deer. Because if you're gonna invest in an outpost, a couple of outposts, and you know, a meal, might as well put some farms, right? Which are technically better gather rate in the long run. Wheelbarrow coming up for Demo, as well as Forestry. Meanwhile, Louis about to age up. Let's see what is his landmark choice. Probably it's just gonna be the Yoroshiro, to be honest. I'm not really looking forward for another landmark. The Yoroshiro is just gonna be just fine here, especially with the stable. There you go, floating gate. Looking at some farms here, but you know, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Meanwhile, Demo is already ahead on the villager count. Just keep in mind, Louis has the water, and he's already walling pretty much half of the map. And you can always have shinobis, to be honest. You can always get shinobis to help you protect those villagers. They are actually really good unit. Especially against melee units. They tend to do quite good against them. Definitely. Unfortunately for Louis, he didn't go for the farm landmark. But he did win the water, so you can argue that actually the shinobi actually just paid off by now. Like, that's a lot of food for him. It's not infinite food, you know, it's not deep water fish, but it is quite a lot of food you can ignore. Luckily for the English, they are more of a vegan type of civilization, so they're okay with not having fish. And Louis reaches the castle age. Yoroshiro, it's put on the wood. Huh? So actually, he only have one production building. I'm not sure what to think about this, to be honest. I'm sure there's some reason behind this. I mean, you need the wood to get those fishing boats, which I totally agree. But hey, anyway, I guess these villagers can just take down the king. No problem. No problem. You can always make a rebellion. And them having a lot of food. Looks like we have kind of like a divine play here. And to be honest, it's not punishable. Demo is going Imperial. And there's nothing you can do about it. He's very well protected in his base, and there is not enough military units for Louis to actually stop it from happening. Looks like he will have a couple of crossbows first. Not gonna be naked Imperial. But it's a... you know, by the looks of it, looks like he's gonna go Imperial. And I don't see any downside, to be honest. Outpost coming up at the front just to protect the gold. Both players playing very defensively. Louis went for a second town center and he's going for a Shinto shrine. I'm surprised them haven't been able to just get those relics. Now remember, in this map there is, I think there's 6 relics in total. And Louis is already grabbing one. I'm not really sure where's his priest, but I think he went to this side. Quickly take a look at... yeah, indeed, he went to that side. So Demo is left with 2 relics in his side of the map. and Louis has 3 relics in his side of the map, so definitely an advantage. That's the beauty of having those 3 Shinto priests. Double... Hold on a second. Now, if you think about it, 75 wood a minute, like, definitely help you to get that second town center up. For sure. Definitely can help you to get more fishing boats. I don't know how many fishing boats you want, because it comes to a point where, you know, this is not infinite ship, and, you know, it doesn't matter how many fishing boats you have. Eventually you will have to delete them. It's not like farms. And it looks like Louis is gonna go for Imperial Age. Okay. That was personal, man. That was personal. Spy ship, not allowed here. Not allowed. Enough crossbows to defend. And meanwhile, Louis is having a Mount Samurai, and it's gonna go that Imperial Age now. He has the resources for it. Already having 2 relics for himself. A couple more coming for him. It's a really good position for him. And Tanegashima Gunsmith with 20 villagers. Gonna be having free siege. Meanwhile, Demu looks like he did spend quite a bit of gold. Quite a bit of gold for sure. So he still need half of the gold to Asia. Looks like he will be rushing it. That's a lot of villagers at 22. We're gonna have an Imperial Age game here. Bannerman already out. It's gonna get buffed soon. And Louis reaches the castle age. Osutsu practicing his weapon with a deer. Amazing stuff. And Demu just with a lot of food. Just probably putting the Berkshire right in the middle. Denying some food sources for Louis, but not so many. Not so many for sure. I like the position of this Berkshire. Very aggressive. He will need to fight for the gold here. Definitely. But I'm sure he will manage to do that. Berkshire in the middle is always nice. It's always nice to have. Meanwhile, Louis is gonna be having that switch into the basically melee only composition that we usually see from the Japanese. Sacred Site's gonna be captured for Demu. And he's not having any relic so far. 1 relic left in his side of the map. And Louis already going home with pretty much almost all the relics. You're just gonna have to build another Shinto shrine just to drop off those relics. Basically suffering from success here. Osutsu already tested the weapon. He said, yep, it works, guys. Definitely. If it can take down a deer, it can take down a Berkshire. Meanwhile, network of citadels coming for Demu, and we're gonna have an English fiesta here. English fiesta for sure. Meanwhile, Louis capturing the sacred site here. And at this point, I mean, your opponent... I believe the samurai are better man-at-arms compared to the English man-at-arms. And I feel we're gonna have quite a lot of man-at-arms in this game. Just because English man-at-arms are just so good. But so does the Japanese man-at-arms. The samurai. Especially with the Bannerman, extra attack, and with the... Not this one, where was the other upgrade? I think it was... I already forgot, that was Japanese name. Like, already give extra damage to infantry units. Now it's gonna be hard, that's the beauty of having the Berkshire here and at the middle of the map. Like, you force your opponent, like, I need to take down this Berkshire for sure. Then Osutsu, let's see how good they're gonna do. They do quite a lot of damage. But Berkshire has quite a lot of health, and that's a lot of crossbows for Demo. Definitely the right unit to deal with all those samurais. But Louis sends the Mangonel to deal with those crossbows, but the line position is actually helping him a lot. Looks like Louis will have to go back for now. He loses quite a lot of Osutsu, quite a few samurai here, and the beauty of the Berkshire is that you don't need stone to repair it. Just a little bit of wood and you're fine. And you're just fine. Meanwhile, a keep already here for Demo just to protect his side of the map for the gold. Proxy barracks coming for Louis. Gonna have the backstabbing here. Like, why go through the Berkshire when you can just go here to the west side of the map and completely avoid this keep. Boiling oil coming up for him. Meanwhile, more juicy upgrades going for the Japanese Oda tactics, as well as +4 attack damage. As well as we're gonna see some Onabugeisha joining into the composition of Louis. It's a classic combo. The classic combo for the Japanese, just infantry only. That's the only way. Meanwhile, Demu knows about this. It's like, we're just gonna go for crossbows. And these are not any crossbows. These are crossbows with network of citadels. Quite a lot of attack speed. Quite a lot of attack speed. Bombard already there, just to cause some panic attack. Meanwhile, Louis building a battering ram in the back of the base, very patiently. Slow but steady, will manage to break through. Meanwhile, Horsemen go there for a raid. Farm transition not there for Louis yet. Still have plenty of food in the map. What is this madness? What is this? Like, is wood really that important? What's the... I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe it is. Are you having 6 plus 75 wood a minute? That's 450 wood a minute, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot. But... okay. Yeah, you know, to each its own. To each its own. I'm sure there's a reason behind it. I'm not really sure why, but there is there is one. Onabugeisha gonna be going like pretty much at his own house. No walls coming at Demo's place. Only here. Nice and safe. Even safer now with a keep. Gonna be protecting all the farm economy from the English. Meanwhile, Demo's just gonna be going crossbow horseman. I like this composition, to be honest. Way more versatile. And crossbows are just gonna be doing quite a lot of damage. Incendiary arrows coming up for Demo as well, so he's gonna be having a blast against those samurais. Couple of rams ready to ram the hell out of the English base. As well as, look at the timing, the precision, and attack at the same time. Onabugeishas going from the east side, samurais going from the west side. Couple of rams just causing some chaos. And they're killing quite a lot of villagers. At the same time, Demo's army is just pushing through Louis' base. It's like, forget about those peasants. It's just push into Louis' base. He already have a keep somewhere here. Not totally in range of those units. Mangonel gets a very decent shot here. Forces Demos to go back. You don't want to lose those crossbows. Meanwhile, Battering Ram still alive. Still alive, and they're gonna be focusing on that keep. Most likely building more samurais here. And Louis on the defensive now. We'll have to deal with those crossbows, as well as there is a bombard there. He's gonna have a bombard for himself. Meanwhile, town center, not fully upgraded yet, but that's not an issue now in the Imperial Age. You're gonna see the Shogunate Castle really soon. To protect not only all the farm economy, but also boost all those farms. Springle's already there for Louis, trying to snipe that bombard, but it's not gonna happen. Mangoro gets another decent shot. This Mangoro is getting a lot of value. He's getting quite a lot of value. Sadly, we're not gonna see Mangonels anymore in the future. Hopefully for the best. Hopefully for the best. Meanwhile, Demo getting more blacksmith upgrades, +1 melee attack. Louis already with a plus, both of them actually with a +3 range attack, so they're gonna be very tanky. Look at this boy, 8 range armor. And to be honest, this is not the kind of proxy that is gonna kill you. This is the kind of proxy that is just gonna be annoying. And it's amazing to see just Louis attacking from different flanks. Looks like this keep may potentially go down. Samurai are already there to protect from any kind of potential threat to that bombard. Slow but steady, the keep is going down. And looks like Demo is gonna ignore the bombard for now. Louis is ignoring the bombard and he's actually going there for the villagers. Bombard goes down, unfortunately for him. But so does the gold. The gold is pretty much run out. There is no point on protecting this area anymore. And to be honest, as the English, gold is the last of your issues. Don't really worry about that. That's why you go vegan. You go vegan, you save quite a lot of gold. Chemistry coming up for Demo. First, biology coming up for Louis. Looks like he's gonna start mixing some horsemen. Either horseman, either elite samurai. And now he's going there right under the Berkshire. Osutsu, this time bigger numbers of Osutsu, potentially taking down the Berkshire. But it's never a good fight when you fight under the Berkshire, right? Berkshire is down, but so does the front line of Louis. Osutsu do pretty good against those crossbows, just because they do area damage. So if they all attack at the same time, they can do quite a lot of damage to all these units. Demo having quite a lot of range units. We're talking about 51 range units in total. Actually more, we have hand cannoneers. It's pretty much range unit composition. Quite a lot of horsemen as well. It's gonna be much more versatile, and biology is already there. So they're gonna be quite tanky. Question is, how do you push into the Japanese base? How exactly do you push into the Japanese base at this point? I'm not really sure. Just go around, you know? Just go around, try to kill some villagers. But you need those bombards. And you don't need one, you need 2 or 3 at least to take down the Shogunate Castle. 69,900 HP. 6 relics for Louis, actually. He's gonna be having a blast in the Imperial Age. Gold is not gonna be an issue for him. Not at all. But Demo's army is just... There's so much DPS. So much DPS here. He's just camping all those barracks. And horsemen go there for a raid. Gonna be able to take down some villagers. But not enough, unfortunately. Not enough. Meanwhile, Demo looks like he's already deciding to push with those siege workshops. He knows he needs that siege. And he's coming also with siege works. Have those extra HP. You don't want to lose the siege in the late game. Honor Gracious just trying to deal with this annoyance. But to be honest, it's just really hard to just harass the Japanese economy with those town centers. And looks like Louis is thinking about the future and he's upgrading this town center as well. He's gonna be having another cannon potentially. Look, Demo's doing a really good job at keeping Louis under his base. Which is really good. And he's already losing quite a lot of crossbow mass. He's getting a very interesting upgrade. Shattering projectiles. I wonder if we're gonna see trebuchets now. Let's have a couple in queue. We can potentially see a classic siege from the English, where you put just some stone walls here, and with the trebuchets just pretty much sieging little by little. It's like Louis may be thinking about trade soon, but he does have quite a lot of gold. Not only he does have this big gold vein, he also gets gold from the stone, so I don't think gold is gonna be an issue for him, especially with 6 relics in the bank. He does have some questionable choices here, but you know, at least wood is not gonna be an issue as well. You can technically have a free mangonel every minute, to be honest. Not so bad. Not so bad. More horsemen going for a raid. Looks like he's trying to find here some villagers here at the gold, but Louis is not ready there for going for that gold. Mangonel gets another shot. Unfortunately, these longbows, these crossbows, they do plenty of damage to the Mangonel. So it's gonna go down eventually. Then it's just gonna be annoying with those horsemen, and in the meantime, he's just massing those trebuchets. And yeah, this upgrade is really good. You're thinking about getting this upgrade? Man, I hope we see it in action, because this is quite a show. This is a classic siege from the English. Outpost is up. And the next thing, we're gonna see some stone walls potentially protecting those trebuchets from potential threats from the Springles. Now these trebuchets, they actually, with the splash damage, they actually do very good damage against those infantry units as well. That's something you need to consider. The trebuchets do get buffed by the network of citadels as well. That's something I don't know. That's a classic siege. Classic siege for sure. But on Abogacious tries to snipe all the trebuchets, and looks like it's gonna happen. First trebuchet goes down, second trebuchet will go down as well. A third one potentially will go down. And even a fourth one. Fourth one managed to survive. Looks like Louis building another keep, but it's just not enough time. Outpost being fortified. And you never want to have a fight against the English when they have the network of citadels. They do have quite a lot of attack speed. 40%, it's a big bonus. It's a big bonus. More trebuchets coming for demo, as well as some Revolted Queen. Revolted Queen also coming as well for Louis. If you don't know about this siege weapon, it's quite special. Have very low range, high attack against all those infantry units. Pretty much one shot everything, and he's testing it on the scout, so unfortunately he loses it. 2 Revolted Queens coming up for demo. Magonel shot misses the shot, only hits the horseman. And now these shower shades are not gonna have a wall, but they do gonna have Revolted Queens guarding them. More Magonels coming for Louis, as well as more Onabugashas. You can pretty much have 3 Onabugashas for the rest of the game. Meanwhile, Demo gathering the stone here. And Louis out of gold for now. Starting to mine here. Starting to mine some gold. And Trebuchet is slow but steady. They're gonna be pushing into the Japanese base. And hand cannoneers just do so much damage. So, and the revolting one is just melting everything. Springle already there for Louis. You need more than one for sure. Otherwise, it's gonna get sniped. More trebuchets coming for the English. This is quite a siege. For sure. This is quite a siege. You gotta love this. Look at that laugh. That's the laugh of, look at my trebuchets. Meanwhile, Horseman Hand Cannoneers just gonna be the choice for them. And here I was thinking like it's gonna be a Man-at-Arms meat grind fiesta. Not gonna be this time. More trebuchets. 6 already there. 2 more coming for him. 4 Springles out there for Louis. But it's gonna be really hard to snipe those trebuchets. It's lacking quite a lot of vision. And Demo slow but steady is pushing into Louis' base. I mean, Autumn Geisha just doing such a good job, but Trebuchet is actually sniping the Mangonel. And they do have that splash attack. If they attack here in the middle, they actually can do some decent damage against all those units. It looks like Demo's just focusing on those barracks. And who needs Springles when you have these trebuchets, to be honest? They're trying to snipe the Mangonel. A slow but steady Demo is just pushing into Louis' base. Meanwhile, Louis getting the stone from Demo. Demo says, it doesn't matter, man. It really doesn't matter. Mangonel's gonna get sniped by those horsemen. And slow but steady, Demo, it's getting more and more vision. Now, this is the big boss here. If you take down the Shogun at the castle, you're in a really good spot. But first, let's deal with the elephant in the room. Free siege coming from here. So might as well take down the Tanegashima gunsmith. It's like Louis just putting all his army here in the back. How do you even beat this? Sacred Site also captured for Demo, putting even more pressure to Louis. Floating gate. Gonna be down. And actually all the landmarks are here. Demo sending some horsemen just to try to snipe some Springles. He managed to take down a bunch, I believe. More vision coming for Demo. Floating gate down. Coca Township, it's the next target. And Shogun at the castle is just... It's just... It's gonna take some time to take this one down, but... We're already talking about 3 landmarks destroyed out of 4. And he does have vision for the Shogun at the castle. He knows how important this outpost is, just because of the vision it gives. So he's fortifying the outpost. And now he's trying to siege down the Shogun at the castle. And you gotta be careful not to lose... You can't lose these trebuchets. no matter what. You can't lose these trebuchets. Springles out there. Trebuchets pull back for the moment. Loses one trebuchet. Loses another trebuchet. Only 3 trebuchets left. 4 trebuchets. And Louis just wonderful job with those Springles taking down the trebuchets. And looks like them will have to pull back for now. Now them will have killed quite a significant amount of villagers. So Louis is back to 91. Which is not the best economy in the world, to be honest. More trebuchets are joining the party, and he knows he just needs to kill the Shogun at the castle to win the game. Louis, amazing hold by Louis, to be honest. He did pretty much take down all the trebuchets that were the potential threat for him. And the problem is, how do you deal with this? There's too many horsemen, and now the horsemen are taking down the siege. Siege that is extremely viable for you at this point in the game. Tanegashima Gunsmith, it's up and running once again. So taking down the Shogun at the castle is no longer a victory condition for them. Also probably, if you take down the Shogun at the castle, you might as well take down this one easily. Looks like Louis will be forced to just make spearmen. And good thing he has some wood. More horsemen going to snag those Springles. Villagers trying to repair, but it's just not enough. And more horsemen going for a raid. Louis losing quite a lot of villagers. And Tanegashima Gunsmith, it's going down once again. This time, Louis has a lot of spearmen. And the horseman is just so annoying. How many stables Demo has? 19 stables. So you're gonna see horsemen forever, pretty much. Now, not enough trebuchets to do as significant damage as Demo did before. More rams. Going up for Louis to take down those outposts. The problem is, you're fighting the English army when they have the network of citadels. It's just not an even fight. It's just really hard. And then we set really a delicate balance between pushing too far and losing your siege, and, you know, pushing too little and letting Louis just push back with his army. Rams taking down the outpost, meaning Demu will lose slow but steady the vision he needs to use those trebuchets. Meanwhile, Louis, while he has hold for now, he did lose quite a lot of villagers, but that also may be a blessing in disguise, because you can have more army now. You have space for more army numbers, and you need the army numbers to push here. 5 mangonels out with Louis. You gotta be careful with those mangonels. You can lose all your army here. But so does Louis. Needs to be careful with those horsemen. Can snipe the mangonels. That's the beauty of having those free wood. And pretty much with the relics you have free mangonels for you. And just Samurai just gonna be tanking the damage. And mangonels hoping that they can get a shot to those longbows that are so annoying. They just have so much stack speed. And then we're just taking down more mangonels with the horsemen. And who needs Springles at this point when you just have a lot of horsemen? Eventually they will manage to reach their target. Horseman going for another raid. And Louis stopped producing villagers. I'm glad that that happens, even to the best, even to the best of us. Still have plenty of gold here. To be honest, it's such a hard position to push into the English base at this point. And now bombarding placements are in these outposts, making it extremely hard for Louis to push out of his base. And at the same time, Sacred Victory approaching for Demu. 3 minutes left. One is very, very safe in his base. Still can potentially be the cap. And the other one is kind of hard because all Demu's army is here. And you just need to push slow but steady. But look at the damage of those trebuchets. Just before you even engage, those trebuchets are already giving quite a lot of damage. And looks like Louis will going for it. Sending some rams to take down the outpost. And Mangonel shots gets a very decent shot there. You just need to put your army really close to your Mangonels. That gets another decent shot to those hand cannoneers. Gets another decent shot to those Lombos. But more production is coming up for them. More hand cannoneers are coming for him. More Lombos are coming for him. And no more Mangonels for Louis. He's building a couple more. And Louis taps out. Amazing pressure coming from Demu. Very well played by these two players.